Konnichiwa. Kyo wa A6M5 Otsu o soju shimasu. Kono hikoki wa teki ga anata to isho ni tunko saru koto o kamata bai ni yomi nomi yaku da jimusu dakara esa o masuta shinakaraba narimasu. I really hope this doesn't come off as racist. Anyways, now that bit is over, I'm just flying on in. I see a Spitfire. And I think to myself, this guy's probably gonna dive on me. He's higher than me, has an energy advantage, yada yada, whatever. So I prepare to dodge, to which I do, and he just kind of pulls off. And Seafire takes a head-on, like an absolute G. Yep, that's what happens when you take head-ons with people diving on you. Anyways, he starts turning back around, but I just want to fight this LA5. So I start flying towards him, and Spitfire starts flying towards me. He is faster than me. Like I said, this thing is slow. You're not going to outrun anybody. You're not going to chase anybody. So we just kind of ignore him for now and shoot some shots at the LA5, to which he kind of does not take the head-on. Good for me, because I did a stupid mistake of taking the head-on in the first place. But here comes a Spitfire. He then pitches up for me. I take some invisible shots. I don't know what happened there. And I fly out right in front of his nose. And I turn in front of his nose. Now, some people might call this a mistake. I call this masturbation. I masturbated him. Pause. I baited him into taking the fight with a 0. That's something not a lot of people can do. And also, he didn't even do that much damage. It's all good. I'm just yellow. 20 mils, I believe that thing has, are broken. I could be wrong, but anyways. Spiral back in. He flies out in front of me because I learned the dethrottle key. I severe him. I turn back around. This Yak 9 dives on me, rips apart. J's out. I get the kill. You'll see that eventually. I get a hit on the LA5, which is very cool. And nothing really comes of that fight, or of those shots. LA5 pitches straight up, like an absolute boss. I spray him down, severe, we're good. We are gold. I just kind of level out and fly on back to base. I get all those kills. Look at all those kills I'm raking in like an absolute boss, yes. Anyways, the rest of the game is just bomb hunting, so I'm gonna spare you some time. Just absolutely unload into this dude. He gets severed, I dive away. Chase down the B-17, cut ahead. Unload into this dude as well. He gets the severe, or I get the severe on him. But then he gets the severe on me. But don't worry. I'm a goat. I can land without a wing. Like I said, I'm the master. I'm the master of a lot more than just baiting. And I belly land. Pristine, look at that. Look at that pristine belly land. Anyways, another B-17. This time I got my teammate with me though. He killed the other bomber. I'm not going to show you footage of somebody else killing somebody. Why would I? Get the severe on him, type in chat, hey man, let's finish him off. We both get the kill. Hell yeah, 6-kill game. A good start for today's video. Next game, look at this. Takes off something, I can't tell. Something, elevator maybe from that plane. Yeah, guys, don't do that. Not cool. I see the BF-109 Fuck a Wolf chasing that B-17, I'm assuming to the ends of the earth. I see a Spitfire limping back, and I see a BF-109 fighting another 0. I'm going to assume that the 0 is going to win that fight, so I'm just going to start diving on that Spitfire. I notice him slowing down, so I can only assume that this guy was trying to land, which made me start to feel bad. But then I remembered I'm still grinding, and I still need these kills, whether or not they're flashy in any way, shape, or form. Don't worry, I still get a dogfight still comes out of this, just wait. Chase him down even more. Hold on. We're almost there. And there you go. Fire starts, bye-bye. Rips apart, bye-bye. Just kind of peel off slowly. Want to conserve so much energy because I did spend it all diving, but then I wasted all in that turn. And then I see the BF-109. BF-109 doesn't look like he sees me in there until the very, very end. And I notice that he is kind of turning back for me. But the Spitfire is another easy kill, like I said. Also, if he takes off and climbs again, he will be a threat. But he screws himself over again? I don't know what he was thinking there. Poor guy. I think he went and then tried to brake. Anyways, go into the BF-109's guns. Turn back around. Now, once again, if this guy flies away, I can't do anything. But he chose to turn. And I chose to whiff. I'm just trying to extend the dogfight, make it more interesting. I could have won there. But one circles are never really that interesting, right? Anyways, once again here, I'm assuming he's just going to run away, but he doesn't. Future tips, if you extend like a kilometer, or two, I really can't do anything to you. And you could turn around like he just did, but you weren't far enough. And I take your win, and I blow you up. GG's, back to the hangar. I-225 you see over there gets killed. I can't do anything. A6M is the last guy. He's on the runway. My teammate tried to bomb him, but he missed all of his bombs. That made for an amazing little funny haha. But yeah, he just stays on the airfield. Come in here, I see the P-63 shooting straight vertical. I know exactly what's happening. He is going to stall out. And I'm hopefully going to get there in time so I can kill him. And I do. I don't know what it is about these guns. They really like to start fires, which is awesome. I will take that. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. Head on with P-38. I have way more like maneuverability, so I just dodge around his guns, prance around them things, if you can even say that. And I'm on his 6 now. However, he is also faster than me. I once again can't do anything, so I start looking for a new target. P-51 reveals himself, coming in like a fucking movie trailer. Spray at him a little bit. He dodges. Once again, won't chase him, so I find new people. See an F8F, like a wolf, and a P-47. P-47 is going away, so I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to help out with this fuck a wolf. If I'm being honest, future judgment doesn't really look like he needs help. But I get a hit nonetheless. Almost rip, but that's okay. I then turn around, lose control. So I just kind of level out and then wait to reset. I choose not to follow the fuck a wolf because, like I said, the 0 is running circles around that guy. But I see the F8F and I'm like, hey, that should be a nice and good kill. He's also on somebody's 6. The fuck a wolf whiffed all of his shots and will take 20 years to turn back around. So I just sprayed him. Do some damage, not enough. Just loop back around, up and over. Back on his 6 yet again. This is a 0 specialty. I get the severe, not enough. He is still flying. I then take off his tail, call it a day. And I fly away. I'm going back, the enemies are far, so I start a 10-degree climb. And there you go, P-47 from earlier. He is climbing back into the battle like I am right now. Fast forward a little bit, he's going to kind of chase me for a little bit. So I'm going to wait until he gets like about a kilometer away. And I'm going to do a full 360 and just, try to reverse him. That's what zeros do, dogfight him. Then he peels off. What caused him to do this, I don't know. But I'm getting impatient and I'm bored. So I'm going to go try to make him do something. I was stupid, didn't realize he's diving on the fucking wolf. Once again, will not catch this dude. So I just kind of, maybe he makes a mistake here, right? Well, it's exactly what he does. I don't know why he chose to turn for the Yak 3 out of nowhere, but he does, and he fixes it again. He turns back around, dives out. He could easily just gain some distance from us, climb a little bit, and reset the fight and win. But no, he's got his eyes on that fucking wolf. He needs that fucking wolf. So I just kind of wait for him to make another mistake. He shoots at him, sprays a lot of bullets, jams all of his guns probably. And then he dives back down, and then he does this maneuver. I don't know what he was thinking. I can only assume he's new to the game. Teammate sets him on fire, I get some hits, take something off there. And he crashes, I get the assist. I'll take it. And then I see the F8F climbing. He doesn't have a problem until I just jump cutted too. He tries to dive on me, and I do the stupid thing. I pitch straight up. But that's called bait, like I said when masturbating. And I dodge all of his rounds, turn back in, level out, and he does the smart thing that the P-47 should have done. Just flies away in a shallow climb. Or pretty steep climb, to be honest. But he's got the energy to do that. So I'm just going to cut forward again. At this point, I'm just killing AI. When I show you my kitty at the end of the video, it will be a little bit inflated, I will admit. Once again, I am grinding. I assume that he is going to go into the floor here. He doesn't. So I turn back into him. With all my shots, I don't know why I tried to set it up to where I did negative G there, but I did. And teammate kills him. I spray some shots into him. But the main focus of that clip was the fact that no matter if he boom and zooms, me just being able to dodge all of his rounds and prance around his guns is very nice. That is something I've not experienced. I've only really grinded Sweden, America, and Germany air. So it's a nice little change of pace for Japan. I've never been able to turn. Anyways, Yak 3U is coming for me. I try to bait him in, I wait a little bit, and then I react to him. I get right on his 6, but he is just flying in a straight line. Once again, never gonna catch this dude. He will run away forever, so I spray some shots, miss, whatever. So I start looking for a new enemy, but however, I'm gonna keep on going in his direction to keep pressure on him. Think that I actually am chasing him, and then I do chase him forever, and it's kind of a mistake, but like I said, I just want a fun dogfight. I mean, I am grinding, but I still want a fun dogfight. Anyways, he starts turning around a little bit. I'm like, what is he doing? What level is this guy? Is he experienced or not? Am I wasting my time? Spent a little bit trying to find him. I don't know how the blaring Chinese letters aren't in my face. He's level 54, if I did see that correctly. And he instant transition. God. He teleports across my nose. I freak out a little bit, dive under his guns, turn back around, and he runs away again. Which is a smart thing to do. I'm not complaining. That's fair. No, you should never turn one of these guys. Like I said, their blaring counter is that they are slow. So, come in, try to catch them off guard, all that stuff. Anyways, I don't notice this Contra on top of me until, I do notice him, and he starts diving on me. To be fair, I think I did turn a little bit too early. I should have probably waited for him to compress a little bit before I started my turn. But, nonetheless, I do reverse him. Get on his ass, shoot, pop, there goes his elevator. Spray a little bit. I didn't know it was his elevator, I didn't check. I thought I just kind of took off a flap. But he J's out, like a boss. Yak 3U comes back in. I look at this dude, and he turns away. Yeah, and I can't do anything about it. So, that's fine. I really don't care. I'm just gonna find somebody else to dogfight. But, however, I will now have to... Anybody I dogfight from this point on, I will now have to know that this Yak 3U will come back for me and try to third party, because that's what he did before. Anyways, I see another Yak 3U and a OS2U. Yep, OS2U, a bomber. Little did I know that bomber was the most agile and floaty bomber of all time. Anyways, I try to dogfight him. And I look at him, I come around, I shoot, and I whiff. Yeah, I really don't know how to aim. And I overshoot immediately. I try to dance around his guns, but this guy is much more maneuverable than I'd expect from a bomber. I've also never dogfighted one of these dudes. I have no clue what is going on. And there's the Yak 3U. Like I said, he will come on in. So I'm just gonna ignore this bomber. I really don't care. I need this Yak 3U dead. This guy's annoying. I get a hit, and well, my annoying award now goes to the bomber, because he's just kind of pestering me with these shots. Pull out the flap, try to get a nice stall shot here, and I whiff, which is fine. Like I said, this thing is good at just being on people's 6, as long as he just doesn't dive away, which he isn't. He is turning for some odd reason, and I am whiffing for some odd reason. Love to see it. He dives around, turns around, blah blah blah. I finally land some shots, and this stupid bomber is just sitting there shooting me. And yeah, anyways, I'm sick of this dude, so I pull around. I misread how much energy he has and try to get him into a stall fight. Also, I have now learned my lesson that these dudes stall incredibly well. Yeah, anyways, he lands the pilot snipe, I die. And that'll be the end of this video. I know this is kind of random. I mainly post R6, but R6 is a shit show, so if you want to see some more of this, I am grinding for the A6M7, I believe it is. Or maybe it's the A7M5. I don't know. The next one in line, the Repo. I'm grinding for that. Once again, I really hope that none of this comes off as racist. This is just a little bit. Let me know in the comments anything I did wrong. I'm always open to learn. Have a nice day. See ya. Take two. Dakara asa o Matsuta Shinakabara. Take three.